Hi, my name is Boluwatife. So for week 8, I chose CSS Keyframes. So let's do a quick review of what CSS Keyframes are. Introduction to CSS Keyframes. What are CSS Keyframes? CSS Keyframes allow you to specify the behavior of an animation over a sequence of frames. Why are CSS Keyframes important? They provide a powerful tool for creating dynamic and interactive web content without relying on external libraries or plugins. How do they work? CSS keyframes define the intermediate step in an animation, allowing you to control the animation's timing, duration, and appearance. What are the basics of keyframes? Syntax of keyframes. They add keyframes followed by a name and a set of keyframes specifying styles at different points. The at keyframes rule. It defines the animation sequence by specifying styles at various points during the animation. Animation stages with percentages. Keyframes are defined with percentages, indicating the progression of an animation. 4. Naming keyframes. Keyframes can be named for easy reference in the animation properties. The animation properties itself. The animation name property. This assigns a keyframe animation to an element. The animation duration. This specifies length of time for the animation to complete. The animation timing function. This determines the rate of change of the animation speed. The animation delay. This delays the start of animation. The animation iteration count. This sets the number of times the animation should repeat. The animation direction. This controls whether the animation plays forward, backward, or in an alternate direction. Next is the animation fill mode. This specifies how styles are applied before and after the animation. Then the animation play state. This pauses or resume an animation. So let's do a quick demonstration. So yeah, I've created a basic HTML5 schema, with my head, the meta, and the title, and then I already linked it to my CSS style. So now, for starters, I'll create a div. Okay, let's see. I'm starting again, so I create a div. Okay, so you know what? Let's just continue. The basics. I created a div with an ID of box and an height. And now to our style sheet. So let's set our div property and ID box 1. Give it a width of 250 px, height of the same size, 250 px, background, let's give it red, font size, let's give it to the 5 px, to the 5 px, text align center. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is create our keyframe. So keyframe at keyframe, and the first set of animation I want to do is to slide from left to right. So now keyframes followed by a unique name to differentiate the type of animation we want. So now, since we want it to slide either from left to right or right to left, I can give it my slide, and then this. Okay, so another thing we have to have inside our keyframe, since the slide is the from, followed by a set of curly braces, then 2, followed by a set of curly braces or so. So for our from, we can set the margin left to 100%, and then from 2 we set the margin left to 0%. Now we already have our keyframe named, and we have its properties defined. So now under the box one, come here and say animation, then we call the name of the keyframe. That's set. So we can set the animation play state to running, to keep it running. And then we can set the animation iteration count to, let's say, infinite. We want to make it continue. Infinite. And then we want to set our animation delay. We obviously might not need, but we might just have to put it at 0. Just put it at 0, and then we might just put our animation timing function. Okay, so in this place we have some things. We can put it at linear, so we can set our animation duration, which allows it to now works to, let's say, 5 seconds. So here we have it. Now we can slide from left to right in a linear format, and then let's go. I think we can do let's go over another set of animation timing function that we have here. We can say using is out. We can give it some form of double. Okay, sorry, I made that mistake there. You can give it some form of double set of function. You can say is linear, is in. So it keeps, the function, you can just keep creating different functions. So and one more thing. So this set of this thing, we can put it in a single line of code. So let's say skip this here, and then we can say animation. We can set let's set the time to 3 seconds. Let's set it to linear. Let's set a animation timing function to linear, and then the delay, we can add the delay. Let's still keep it at 0%, and then the iteration count, let's say infinite. We want it to continue looping, and then the play state, we want it to continue running also, and then the name of my animation. And there you have it, in a single line of code. It works perfectly. And then you can change your linear to is linear and isn't. So it keeps it in form and in a single line of code. Keyframes helps you to just keep doing everything animation. You are able to set up different styles. You're able to set up different elements. You're able to do a lot of things, ease in, ease out, and everything that has to do with. So just keeps working in and working out for you, basically, and that's Keyframe.